It is a connection to land, a land that they loved very much, and that really deep desire to make New Mexico the best it could be. My dad was born in Porter, New Mexico, which was a logging town in the Jemez Mountains. Then they moved to Fort Sumner, New Mexico. My dad grew up there, so that's been part of our lives all along, and we still have one ranch still out there. My dad decided to go to the University of New Mexico, and that's where he met my mother, and they were married, and life began from there.
I knew he was just an outstanding member of the Albuquerque community and New Mexico community.
He felt very strongly that if you had success and you were part of a community, that you had an obligation to give back.
He was so enthusiastic about what the museum could bring to our community.
One of the things that I recall is that he was always about excellence.
The Only in Albuquerque exhibit was very much a passion of Robert Wertheim, and he understood the need for people to respect, understand, and question what we thought we knew about our local history.
They asked him to be co-chair with Tom Kelleher to raise the money for this exhibit. And they had set a certain amount of money that they wanted to raise, and very much in keeping with who my dad was, he heard that number and he said, "Oh, I think we can do better than that. You know, let's raise it."
And he took this charge for revamping and updating a decades-old version of the Albuquerque history.
As we were endeavoring to raise money, I learned that Bob was sick, but it didn't slow him down.
I will never forget, as long as I live, that on the day before he went in the hospital, he was on the phone making calls, trying to get people to give money to this exhibit. And I think that memory will stay with me for the rest of my life.
I think Bob set the stage as far as making a real go of it. I think we were inspired by the effort that Bob made while he was alive and while he was participating in the effort, and it continued after his death.
I think he would have been so incredibly pleased with how it turned out. This floor, as you walk in to the gallery, and it's a map of Albuquerque, an interactive map. And he used to always talk about how he could see the little kids from schools across the city coming in here and seeing this map and getting down on their hands and knees and trying to find their home or their school and different places, and how important that was for them to be actually physically connected to this map and to the community. And so, yes, when the exhibit opened and I went through it, it was an emotional time. I'm so sad that he wasn't able to see it complete, but I know he would have been so incredibly proud of how it turned out.
The Wertheim Award is such a terrific opportunity to honor the ongoing dedication to the museum and the support of the museum programs, exhibitions, and collections. And by naming it in his honor, it means that that legacy and that passion, that dedication, that enthusiasm for all the things that the museum does will live on in his name.
I think it's always meaningful to name something like that after somebody that promoted excellence and achieved excellence.
His legacy was his hard work, his commitment, and his love of New Mexico, of Albuquerque, of the museum, and of so many places in the city that drove excellence